the big day.
We have a real collection, and I'm told here he is. The elevator has opened. I can see President Trump, and there's Vice
Early in the morning, we're going to be doing blockade. We're going to be blockading checkpoints into the security zone. We're also going to be blockading roads and other modes of transit into the city. On the 18th, our first big action is planned. This is going to be a pure dance party at Mike Pence's house.
Away from the inauguration of the next president and vice president of the United States. It's an opportunity to be here today to allow the president-elect to take your questions.
We've got a bunch of folks who are organizing that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
After the president-elect makes some remarks, he will introduce Ms. Sherry Dillon, a prominent attorney in Washington, D.C. with the prestigious firm of Morgan Lewis.
The last 2 days living in Chevy Chase before he moved into the vice presidential residence, and we're going to send him off with a bang.
Because we used to give them on a almost daily basis. I think we probably maybe won the nomination because of news conferences. And
on the 19th is the deplorable, which is exactly what it sounds like. All the alt-right, neo-Nazis, etc. This is their party to celebrate Trump.
It's good to be with you. We stopped giving them because we're getting quite a bit of inaccurate news. But I do have to say that, and I must say that I want to thank.
We're going to crash it. For 8 portions, the folks with the DC Anti-Fascist Coalition will talk more in detail about that and how you can plug in.
A lot of the news organizations here today, because they looked at that nonsense that was released.
The 20th is the big day. There's stuff happening all day. There's stuff organizing what's happening. Answers doing their thing along the parade route.
By maybe the intelligence agencies. Who knows? Maybe the intelligence agencies, which would be a tremendous blot on their record if they in fact did that.
They're going to be along the parade route all day. They've got a permit and a sound system and a stage. That's what they'll be doing.
A tremendous blot. Because a thing like that should have never been written. It should never have been had, and it should certainly never have been released.
We'll be doing just about everything else. We have harder, so from early in the morning, I'm just going to go linear because there's too much going on, get confused again the other way.
But I want to thank a lot of the news organizations for some of whom have not treated me very well over the years. A couple in particular.
Early in the morning, we're going to be doing blockade. We're going to be blockading checkpoints into the security zone. We're also going to be blockading roads and other modes of transit into the city.
And they came out so strongly against that fake news and the fact that it was written about by primarily one group and one television station.
We're going to do everything we can to try to stop people from being able to access the operation.
So I just want to compliment many of the people in the room. I have great respect for the news and great respect for freedom of the press and all of that.
At 9 a.m., our space in McPherson Square is going to open. We're going to have, we have a permit for McPherson Square, and we're going to have sort of an all-day outdoor converted space happening there.
But I will tell you, there were some news organizations, with all that was just said, that were so professional, so incredibly professional.
With different types of programming going on, we'll have a big heated tent so you can go and take to the pool for a minute. We'll have some porta potties.
That I've just gone up a notch as the way I think. Okay? All right.
We'll have some food and some legal stuff there. So that can be sort of your meetup point and fallback point for the day.
We've had some great news over the last couple of weeks. I've been quite active, I guess you could say, in an economic way for the country.
If you want to get involved with figuring out programming and staffing for McPherson Square, there will be a breakout for that in this first breakout session.
A lot of car companies are going to be moving in. We have other companies. Big news is going to be announced over the next couple of weeks.
At 10 a.m., there's an anti-capitalist, anti-fascist block, which will be an unpermitted march that will be taking from Logan Square.
About companies that are going to be building in the Midwest. You saw it yesterday, Fiat, Chrysler, big factory going to be built in this country as opposed to another country.
We'll also be talking to that in the 6 to 8 portion. 12 p.m. is our big permanent action that we're planning.
Ford just announced that they stopped plans for a $1 billion plant in Mexico, and they're going to be moving into Michigan and expanding very substantially an existing plant.
This is the Festival of Resistance March. This is going to be a permanent march that leaves from Columbus Circle and ends at McPherson.
I appreciate that from Ford. I appreciate it very much from Fiat Chrysler. I hope that General Motors will be following. And
this march has definitely turned into a festival.
I think they will be. I think a lot of people will be following. I think a lot of industries are going to be coming back. We have to get our drug industry coming back. Our drug industry has been disastrous there.
We have puppets coming. We're going to a flatbed truck of dancers from town.
Leaving left and right. They supply our drugs, but they don't make them here to a large extent.
We are going to have an activist marching band. It is seriously a festival. It's going to be amazing.
And the other thing we have to do is create new bidding procedures for the drug industry because they get away with murder. And pharma has a lot of lobbyists, and a lot of power.
If you have any other ideas of amazing things to add to that list, or you want to get involved in helping in the permanent march in any way, we'll also be having a breakout for that.
And there's very little bidding on drugs. We're the largest buyer of drugs in the world, and yet we don't bid properly. And we're going to start bidding. We're going to save billions of dollars over a period of time.
Important update on the permanent march. There's another permanent march being planned today, organized by Occupy Inauguration, which is a coalition of organizations.
And we're going to do that with a lot of other industries. I'm very much involved with the generals and admirals on the airplane, the F-35. You've been reading about it.
We are going to have the two marches converge. We're going to join together for one awesome massive march, and we're going to do the closing rally together.
And it's way behind schedule and many billions of dollars over budget.
At McPherson Square, starting around 2, with a whole bunch of really incredible speakers and musicians, including a bunch of folks coming in from the standing room.
I don't like that, and the admirals have been fantastic. The generals have been fantastic. I've really gotten to know them well.
That's really exciting, awesome. Well, the other stuff will happen in the afternoon.
And we're going to do some big things on the F-35 program and perhaps the F-18 program. And we're going to get those costs way down.
But we're not totally sure on what the afternoon schedule is going to look like after the rally yet.
And we're going to get the plane to be even better. And we're going to have some competition, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So we've been very much involved, and other things.
But we do know there's a bunch of balls happening. A bunch of the official inaugural balls, a bunch of people who are celebrating the fact that this fascist megalomaniac is in office.
We had Jack Ma. We had so many incredible people coming here. Mr. Arnaud. They're going to do tremendous things.
So we're calling this Operation Ball Crusher.
Tremendous things in this country. And they're very excited. And I will say, if the election didn't turn out the way it turned out, they would not be here. They would not be in my office.
And we're going to be organizing actions to disrupt these balls. So if you're interested in that, again, 6 to 8, come help us figure out Operation Ball Crusher.
They would not be in anybody else's office. They'd be building and doing things in other countries. So there's a great spirit going on right now.
10 p.m. We have our actual party. So we've got the folks organizing a party for us. Locations to be announced early this week.
A spirit that many people have told me they've never seen before, ever. We're going to create jobs. I said that I will be the greatest jobs producer.
So we will be having our own Disrupt J20 counter inaugural ball, location and details, TV.
That ever created, and I mean that. I may not ever created. Work very hard on that. We need certain amounts of other things, including a little bit of luck. But I think we're going to do a real job, and I'm very proud of what we've done.
So that is all the things that we're doing. It is a massive undertaking. So we're really glad to see you all here to help out.
And we haven't even gotten there yet. I look very much forward to the inauguration. It's going to be a beautiful event. We have great talent, tremendous talent. And we have all of the bands, or most of the bands, from the different segments of the military. And I've heard some of these bands over the years. They're incredible.